Jaboria, and welcome to the best place for new and emerging leaders who want help navigating challenging conversations in the workplace. When it comes to self-sabotaging habits in the workplace, I'm sure that we can all point to things that have held us back in the past. I know that for me, this made me realize what kind of leader I wanted to be, and it definitely made me super aware of the kinds of leadership traits that I didn't want to take on. Well, in this video, I'll give you 4 tips for how to identify self-sabotaging habits that can lead to ineffective leadership. And in today's video, I'll review 4 ways to end those self-sabotaging habits in 2021. If you're new here, welcome to my channel. To all of my returning subscribed viewers, I want to say a huge thank you to each and every one of you for continuing to watch and support my channel. Now let's get into what you're really here for. The first way to end self-sabotaging habits is to let go of limiting beliefs. Limiting beliefs are the things that we tell ourselves that prevent us from accomplishing goals, achieving success, or being effective in our lives. Limiting beliefs can also negatively affect how you show up on your job. Limiting beliefs can be paralyzing because they hinder progress and they give you a negative view of your ability to create the life that you want by providing a limited view of what you can accomplish. An example of a limiting belief is when you say, I can't do this, or I couldn't do that. Well, before the Wright brothers flew the first airplane, people didn't fly airplanes. And people travel in airplanes as a normal fact of life today. People have divided labels and broken barriers throughout history, so why should it be any different for you? When you label yourself, you're limited because you put yourself in a box before you've even tried. An alternative to saying you can't do something might be to try it before making that statement. Because the truth is, you'll never know unless you try. You can also ask yourself realistic questions to eliminate potential barriers. You could ask yourself, what things would need to be in place so that I can be successful when I try or do this? What kinds of things do I need to learn, or people do I need to get to assist me so that I can do this or that thing? One way to overcome limiting beliefs is to develop habits and practices that align more with what you truly believe about yourself and your talents rather than focusing on perceived faults or flaws. That'll prevent you from moving forward. You can break negative beliefs by using positive affirmations, changing the negative self-talk that you say about yourself, and by enlisting the help of a coach, therapist, or another professional to assist you with other helpful cognitive techniques. The key will be to create more positive beliefs that will support your self-image and decrease the negative thoughts and limiting beliefs. The second way to end self-sabotaging habits is to stop trying to control everything. As leaders, we often feel comfortable in the role of taking charge, being decisive, and taking the lead in problem solving. While each of these items have their place, it's important for us to be aware that there's a thin line between effective management and crossing over into micromanaging behavior. There is a difference. You see, when we micromanage our teams, this can become a source of conflict. This is because when employees are micromanaged, they feel A, less empowered to make decisions, B, it creates a stressful work environment, and C, you also send an unintended message that you don't trust their ability to effectively do their jobs. You're also wasting precious time interrupting their workflow by neglecting your own work to watch and hover over your employees. Employees who are micromanaged almost always resent their bosses. By contrast, employees who are coached and allowed to feel autonomy, A, trust, B, they feel empowered, C, they feel valued. This is because as the leader, you will provide guidance and support as the alternative to being a micromanager. Dr. Miles Monroe said that leadership is not about control but service. It's not about power but empowerment. Click the like button if you know someone at work who is definitely a micromanager. The third way to end self-sabotaging habits is to stop treating life like instant noodle soup. If you've ever eaten instant noodles or instant noodle soup, you know that you pour the hot water in the cup with noodles, you cover it up and step away for a minute or two, and when you come back, voila, you have a quick and filling meal. And trust me, I know a lot about this because I ate a lot of noodles during my college days. Well, sometimes, just like instant soup, we want our goals and dreams to happen instantly. We want our perfect job, our ideal career path to just open up magically before us because we're ready for it. I know because this used to be me too. And because it doesn't always work like that, many of us get frustrated and we want to give up quickly and throw in the towel. Well, as the popular saying goes, anything worth having is worth waiting for. The reality is that many of the things that we want most may take us longer to accomplish than we initially expected. This is because while we're waiting on the end result, we often build character, we learn lessons, and develop valuable skills that will benefit us when we reach our desired destination. And the truth is, if we didn't allow time for self-development, we may not be ready for what we want. Delayed gratification can cause you to be more successful in the long run. There was a marshmallow study done among children. The group of children were given a marshmallow and they were told that if they waited to eat it, they could have another one. They divided the group of children into 3 sets. The first group of children ate the marshmallow right away, while the second group of children waited until the time lapse was up and didn't eat the first marshmallow so that they could get the second one. Well, something interesting happened with the third group. Those children really wanted to eat the marshmallow and they toyed with it, picking it up and putting it down. But then in the end, they waited so that they could get the extra marshmallow. Well, as they followed the last 2 groups of children throughout life, they ended up being more successful and achieving many more of their goals rather than the first group. This leads me to believe that delayed gratification has its rewards. And if we can condition ourselves to work hard and wait for things to develop, we can be successful. The fourth way to end self-sabotaging habits is to let go of the things that do not serve you. As you develop as a leader, it's important to focus on the things that move you forward. By focusing on the things that inspire you, that motivate you, that uplift you, you can become the very best version of yourself. A quote taken from the Good Quote says, "Decide what kind of life you really want and say no to everything that isn't that." It's the same thing in business. You craft your leadership path and decide what kind of leader you want to be. Say no to anything that doesn't move you in the direction of your goal. If there are any unnecessary distractions that are causing you to waste time and people who drain your energy and prevent you from reaching your fullest potential, you may want to distance yourself from those people. For example, when top athletes are working toward their goal of achieving an Olympic medal, they spend endless hours on their workout regime instead of spending endless hours watching TV. They also make sacrifices to maintain a healthy diet, which means they may stop eating unhealthy foods for a time. Those athletes are determined to reach their goal and they don't let anything distract them and get in their way of achieving success. In the same way, you will want to evaluate your life to determine if there are things that are currently holding you back from achieving greatness. Hit the like button if you've decided to let go of those things that don't serve you. Now for the bonus tip. Say no to people who always agree with you and don't have the ability to be honest and objective with you. Leaders who only surround themselves with people who agree with them and tell them only what they want to hear can often be left at a disadvantage. When we receive feedback from others, it provides us with a different perspective. It challenges our assumptions and any potential biases that we may have. It also helps us to learn, think, and grow. Give this video a thumbs up if one of these tips rings true for you. And let me know in the comment section what your favorite tip was by listing the number in the comments below. The key takeaway as you continue this new year is to use our energy and our talents to focus on the positive and prioritize only those things that move you towards success, whatever success looks like for you. Now, if you're watching this video and you want to know 4 communication secrets of great leaders, be sure to subscribe and click the notification bell because in my next video, I'm going to talk about a new small secret that many leaders don't know about but would help you stand out on the job. As always, have a great week, be kind to yourself, and I'll see you in the next one. Thanks so much for watching. Goodbye.